I've always been a happy-go-lucky guy, singing in my car, smiling all morning, and just loving life. But lately, things have taken a turn for the worse. A few months ago, I ended things with my ex, which brought me a lot of peace. Then, last month, I met a mutual acquaintance. Let's call them Jordan. We talked for a bit, and I reached out to them because they were transitioning, which I found brave. However, I never intended to get into a relationship with Jordan, as I'm a straight male. I didn't think to clarify that, and it seems that was my first mistake. After a few conversations, Jordan expressed they wanted something more. I gently declined, explaining my orientation. I could tell it stung because they didn't respond for a while. After that, the messages from Jordan became less frequent, but I didn't think much of it until strange things began happening. One morning, instead of my regular coffee at my local cafe, I made some at home. I was tired and in a rush to work, but when I got there later, the barista mentioned someone had already paid for my usual order. They tried to tell me more, but I was too distracted. That same day, I noticed a red Honda circling my block, slowing down noticeably as it passed my house. Thinking they were lost, I stepped outside to offer help. But the moment they saw me, the car sped off. I shrugged it off, but something didn't sit right. Not long after that, I found myself at a bowling alley with some friends. It was a competitive game, and we were all in high spirits. When it was my friend's turn to bowl, I glanced away and saw Jordan sitting alone at the bar, nursing a drink. I was surprised because they lived 30 minutes away. I approached them, but they seemed startled and tried to leave. When I asked how they were, they hesitated, and then broke down, saying their mother had cancer and didn't have much time left. The entire alley went silent as they dramatically threw themselves on me, sobbing loudly. I awkwardly tried to comfort them and offered to drive them home. At that, they screamed, "No!" so loudly that everyone turned to stare. Jordan then bolted out of the alley, leaving me confused. When I got outside, I noticed the same red Honda from before speeding away. A few days later, curiosity got the best of me. I decided to look up Jordan's mother on Facebook just to see if there was any truth to their story. To my shock, there were recent posts of her on vacation in Fiji, happily enjoying life. My heart pounded in my chest. I was about to call Jordan and confront them when I heard a phone ringing from my bedroom window. Chills ran down my spine as I glanced over and saw a shadowy figure peering through my curtain. As soon as I spotted them, they took off running, and I heard the sound of breaking glass. I quickly locked myself in the bathroom and called 911, my hands trembling. Jordan was outside, screaming that they loved me and that I needed to calm down. I felt sick, on the verge of tears. Then, a crash. Jordan broke through the window, trying to climb inside. I panicked, grabbed a shampoo bottle, and hurled it at their face as they lunged toward me. It hit them square in the eyes, causing them to scream in a guttural, almost animalistic way. I didn't stop. I swung at them and knocked them down. My adrenaline was surging, and I kept hitting until they were unconscious. I dashed out to my car and locked myself inside, shaking as I circled the block, waiting for the police to arrive. When they did, I rushed back and directed them to my house. Jordan was still there, knocked out cold. When they searched them, they found handcuffs, rope, and a sharp paper cutter. I felt sick, realizing the full intent of what could have happened. Later, a search of Jordan's home revealed over 100 photos of me, some even taken through my window, and dolls hanging from the ceiling with my face crudely attached. I'm moving now, trying to put all of this behind me, but I don't think I'll ever truly feel safe again.